What's up, guys? I know it's been a while. It's currently 5:45 p.m. on Saturday, May 9th, and I know it's been a while since I uploaded. Just kind of wanted to sit in this for a while because it's honestly like a crazy milestone that I didn't think that would be hitting. And on the 29th of April, I turned 20, right? And all glory to God. Not a lot of people can say that they've turned 20 or even had the pleasure of hitting 20. So I feel like with a accomplishment like that on its own, I needed to just sit in it for a while. And sorry about that glare. It's kind of irritating me too. But I feel like I needed to sit in that. I need to get blackout curtains for this office actually, so I can block out things like that. But sorry if it's like irritating to your eyes for right now. Um, that might work. But yeah, I felt like I needed to take some time and just kind of sit in the fact that I made it to 20, not even knowing at the time if I was going to make it to 15. And I feel like that's like the main thing that's kind of tripping me up. It's that it's been like I've been in this game for 5 years already, right? Like picking, like choosing different industries, trying things until I've stumbled upon what I'm currently doing right now. And it took me 5 years, right? And me personally, birthdays don't really matter to me like at all. I don't really care for my birthdays that I have every single year because I'm a normal human being. But this one hit a little different for me just because I didn't expect to hit the age of 20 and have the knowledge and like the experience in life and just like the things that I am doing right now in my life. I didn't expect that. And I feel like that's one of the main things that people shoot for in like life. They always want to get the most experience, or like they want to do one thing, one person wants to do the other thing. Like my whole thing was I wanted to be rich, and that caused a big dent in my life. And I feel like I would have been rich if I wasn't focused on being rich. And ever since I stopped focusing on being rich, I've actually made more money, which is definitely strange for real. But we're kind of going off track. I know this is like just like a random video, but like I just really wanted to yap because I needed something to kind of rationalize to you guys that I didn't expect to hit this age. And it's taught me a lot. I mean, hitting 20 taught me a lot. I feel like I hit like 20% of my frontal lobe when I hit 20 because I'm only 5 years away from being 25. Holy fuck. Anyway, yeah, like I think people nowadays exaggerate the fact that you have to have everything figured out whenever you're like straight out of high school, or even while you're in high school. Know what school you're going to, know what you're gonna do for the rest of your life, if you want to have a family or not. Like all these things are like put onto us as teenagers, and it overwhelms us, and then that kind of causes us to spiral. That kind of causes us to lose touch with reality, I guess you could say. And I feel like for the last couple of years I've just been out of touch with reality, and I feel like that ultimately stopped once I hit like 19, when I actually started living in reality of like what life actually is, what you should be doing, what your focus should be for your life, right? And I just feel like there could have been so many other things I could have been doing, and I don't want to have like regrets, right? Like if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. And I feel like that's the one way that you have to look at it. It's like, yo, think about this. If you wouldn't have messed around for 3 years, you wouldn't have understood what damage it does messing around, right? And I feel like you would have done that later at some point in your life, right? So I just have to look at it like that. But it's been a wild ride. And one big thing I wanted to say was mainly that you don't even have to have it all figured out when you're 25. Like like some people say it and like I understand, like I'll watch like videos, right, like every now and then when I'm scrolling, and like these ladies, like these guys would try to hit on them, and they'll be like, oh, let's say they're 40, they're like, oh, you're a baby, you're 25. And I never really understood that until 2 weeks ago, right? And I'm like, dang, like they are a baby still, because majority of people at 25 don't even have their life figured out, right? They're still kind of going through the motions, figuring out what speaks to them the most. So like that's not just like a random blatant statement. Like it's actually just like a mental framing of who you are right now versus who you think you're going to be within the next like 10, 15 years, right? And that all stems from where you are right now. Like, where's your mindset right now? And that was such a big thing that I missed. As I wanted to be, have it all figured out by 18, have it all figured out by 19, have everything figured out by 20, right? And I feel like I've done a pretty good job at that. I feel like I've done a pretty good job at that. And I feel like I have it planned out, not figured out, right? And I feel like I'm starting to figure it out. And 20 was really that age for me where it's like I've been on this earth for 20 years. 20 years I've been on this earth learning, extracting knowledge, getting myself into rooms I never thought I'd be in. And that's just such a blessing in its own. And I really needed that time to like kind of like sit in that and like understand that I am exactly where I should be. God has put me exactly where I should be in this moment, right? Of course, God's going to bless you with things down the road, but you have to show him that you're happy, you're walking with him, and you give everything to him for him to give you additional things that you were looking for in life. Like I felt like if I would have started where I was at right now, like let's say that I got into a sales position like this and I started making a lot of money, like 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month, and like let's say I was just making $10,000 a month, right? And let's say I was 16 making $10,000 a month. I feel like I wouldn't know what to do with that money. I would have blew it. Blew through all of it. And I think he knew that I wasn't ready for that type of situation, so he didn't let me get to that type of situation or have those opportunities open themselves up to get me to that situation. But now that I'm 20 and I've matured a lot, now he's starting to open up like those different doors of mentors, people that I can talk to, people who are in the space that I'm in. Like he has now opened these things up because I have shown him that I am walking in his word, walking in the faith. And I don't know, man, it's like a really big blessing. And like I said, I just needed some time to actually sit within that and figure and like kind of think with that before I was able to express it on a YouTube video. But video is going to be coming back very soon. I've been posting a little bit on TikTok, Instagram. If you guys want to go follow it, I'll put it somewhere. It should, if you click on my channel, it should have a link tree. You know, have like all my things. But yeah, I mean, I just want to record this video real quick. Gonna go ahead and finish what I'm doing, take my dogs out to a dog park, come back, work a little more, and then yeah, it's gonna be my night. And hopefully you guys are doing well. Hopefully everything's going great for you. But I'll catch y'all in the next one.